Hey, Coach. First win of the season. How are you feeling about this week?
Good. It's of course very good to get the first one under the belt. Now we get the little momentum rolling and hopefully keep moving forward.
You were criticized for picking up Hayden Hurst and not Tyler Higbee this week. What was your thought process on this abysmal pickup?
I wouldn't call it abysmal.
Abysmal pickup.
Abysmal. So we wanted to go after Higbee and Garrett Wilson. We thought Garrett Wilson would be a hotter topic of the two, and we did get him, so that was good. And then Pitstick got Higbee, and we picked up Hayden Hurst as a backup. We thought Hayden Hurst would be a good pickup. He had 7 to 8 targets week 1 and 2. He was a good relief valve for Burrow in terms of when he's under constant pressure with their O-line, just simple dump pass guy with good hands. Unfortunately, with the Jets, he wasn't under pressure that much, and Hayden Hurst had a groin injury earlier in the week, so he was only out there, I believe, for 26 of the 63 snaps. So his workload might have been a little bit limited due to that. But I didn't think it was that bad of a pickup. Besides that, too, Higbee had 10 points, but he only had 4 targets.
If I'm reading this correct, it says he got 1.7 fantasy points.
He only had 1 catch for minimal yards, correct, on 2 targets. Again, we thought he would be out on the field more since he is out there usually for about 75% of the snaps. This week was only out there for about a third, and we just did not get the capitalization. We believe that was mostly due to the Jets' lack of pass rush. There was no need to
Will you be
dumps.
keeping him in week 4?
It's up to debate. We're going to monitor his process. He's on a short week this week playing Thursday Night Football, so
Against a tough Miami defense.
true, which might mean they might utilize the tight end position a little bit more. It kind of goes along with the fact that Higgins also has like a toe injury right now that we're monitoring. To kind of see how that all plays out, because he could be a good option if he's healthy and Higgins is limited. So we'll monitor it and see what happens.
Did you do anything different this week? And if so, will you continue to do that on game day?
I am not typically a superstitious person, but I am a little stitious. And you can tell I'm wearing the red shirt today instead of the blue. So that's a good start right there.
But you won last week.
We won this week, yeah, without the blue shirt. The last 2 interviews we've been in blue shirt. It just so happens.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting too because we were getting our butts kicked in the early window of the games. So jokingly, I told my opponent, who was the one that ran the marathon with me last week, before the marathon, I had needed to go to the bathroom, so he recommended this laxative, which did not work out, but it worked out the morning of before and everything worked great. So as a joke, I'm like, my team's really shitting the bed. I should take this full thing of laxatives. And we did it, and immediately it turned around. Now, the night was horrible, but I don't know. It might be something to do with that as well.
So you're going to continue to take laxatives on game day?
Probably not.
Okay.
If we lose this week, not going to be... Might need to reconsider that strategy. TMI?
No, it's good.
Perfect.
Your team is starting to have a lot of injury tags going into week 4 against one of the higher scoring teams, the Queefers. What is your plan for evaluating their progress, or are you estimating to be put into a particular position again?
We do have a lot of injury tags. I think we had 5 as of now. Like I mentioned, T. Higgins and Hayden Hurst we're going to be monitoring. Same with Renfro and then Julio. Delvin Cook, honestly, did you guys see the play with him when he had the injury? He injured his shoulder. He dislocated his shoulder, which, just pop that sucker back in and get out there, in my opinion, but whatever.
I think he has had 3 shoulder surgeries. So maybe it is loose and it can just be popped back in and he's good to go.
It must have been really loose because he butt fumbled. Did you see that?
I did not.
He was running through the hole. He hit the butt of his own lineman and fumbled. And I thought he was faking the injury at first because of his butt fumbling. But, you know, apparently,
a tough thing to come back from.
yeah, apparently. So, we have Alexander ready to go, and honestly, we'd be completely cool if Delvin Cook was out for a little while, or even the season, because then he could fill in that spot, and we can just move him to injury reserve and have another spot open up on the bench. He's kind of splitting carries as is, so again, we'll monitor it, but yeah, he'll be one that we're going to be keeping a close eye on, mostly because if he is starting and we have to start him, but then he only plays a series or two, that could really backfire on us. So, again, monitoring the progress, he's the one that we're keeping the closest eye on.
You think you feel pretty good going into this week?
Or are you gonna get fucked up instead?
Mikey's team has been one of the highest scoring teams consistently. He has Hurts and also, that's Jalen Hurts, by the way, for quarterback, and also Cooper Kupp. So he's been doing a lot of good stuff with them. We'll see. We're hopeful we can put up a good fight, as always, and not get doggy style fucked like week 2.
You know, sometimes that position hurts. So.
No comment on that.
Thank you for your coach.
Till next week.